hey. That's some good, catchy kind of music, isn't it?
I like it. I like it.
Very like mysterious. What's gonna happen next?
I feel like I could listen to it on loop for days.
Yeah. You
Just
would
chill
think
out.
like a British floating circle would like
Yeah,
come up in
I'd
place.
float to that. You play that on loop, I'll float around to my heart's content.
That's funny. All right, for anybody that doesn't get the floating circle joke, where's that come from? Where's that?
Where does it come from? Just because I when I first started my channel, I didn't want to be seen. I didn't want this. I didn't want people to have to see this. Now I just grow a beard to cover most of my face, but at the time I didn't have a beard. I just wanted to hide myself, and I was searching for ways to animate audio, and this circle came up, and I was just like, "Oh, I'm going to go with that." And it probably took a few months before I started calling myself the floating circle. To begin with, I was just TheSkepTick, and that was it. And then people started talking about the circle, and so I leaned into that. And that's been a theme a lot on my channel, actually, is someone will say something and then more people will say it, and then I'll lean into it and give the people what they want. So there you go. That is how I came to be a British floating circle.
Nice. And I look at your channel. I don't. Maybe I missed them, but I don't see any videos with your face on it. It seems like it's always everywhere else that have like uncovered the mystery of what's behind the British floating circle.
Yeah, no, there is zero face on my channel. Even when because I've put recordings of when I've done talks and things, and I just chuck that audio into the circle. So it's still only ever the circle. If you want my face, you got to come to the other places.
That's good. Like here.
Yeah. And I even when I went on to some other channels to begin with, I just kept it as like a little circle in the middle of the screen that just slightly moved. And I think I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was a Neil, the 604 atheist. I showed I can't remember. I did it at some point a few years ago, and I was like, right, I'm just going to show my face now. Why not?
It was like, people didn't, run off scared and like.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was always going to do some kind of face reveal if I hit like, I don't know, 25,000 subscribers. But, I've long surpassed that, and here I am. I'm showing my hairy face.
That's good. Okay, so for anyone that wants to follow, you can go to TheSkepTick, both on YouTube and the other place, TikTok. Is it? Maybe?
I'm on everything, but
okay.
Yeah, I'm on everything. But do I post on all those things? No, I post on YouTube. And that's it. I'm busy. I'm a full-time dad. I run a theater. I am writing books. I'm too busy to do all of that stuff. So I do my YouTube and I do my other stuff. It's great.
You did mention to me before that you were writing some books. You want to mention that?
Yeah. So I used to long ago, before I moved to the USA, I was a commercial writer for an in-store media company. And some of my commercials won awards, and I was like, oh, I do miss writing. So last year I stupidly thought, oh, what would be a nice little gift for my family? I'm going to write them a book where my kids are the main characters. And it so it's a fantasy book that I've written, and it's like steadily grown into this series that I've now planned 5 books for. I've been sending the first manuscript. I've finished the first manuscript a few months ago. It's gone through all the editing, and I've now sent it off to beta readers, and they're reading it, and the feedback is brilliant. So I'm now going through trying to find an agent for it whilst writing the second book of a planned 5-book series, and it's just crazy. There's a lot going on.
That's fun though. I've been wanting to write a book, like my toes into that. So if you
Mhm.
ever figure out the algorithm for the books, you
Sure.
know, like put a class out there or something, and we'll take it.
I don't know if I'd be any good. So a lot of my beta readers are people that are book enthusiasts. They're parts of book clubs, and I was like, tell me honestly what you think the avenue is, because there's self-publishing and there's traditional publishing, and everybody that has read my book so far has said you need to do traditional publishing for this. So go big. I mean, they probably won't take it, but I'm so passionate about the story that I've written, and it's all like there's no gods in it, which is great. It's all just like magic and stupidness and kids having a good time, and it's at the moment 63,000 words.
I mean, that is how it should be, right? Like
Right.
aimed at children. Like if you want to do mystery and fantasy, like you don't need to insert any gods in it. Like it can
Right.
be supernatural, but it doesn't have to be religious
Right,
based.
right, and that's what I'm leaning into, and I make a point of not mentioning any gods, but I do cleverly use the names of some religions in my book as magic words.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll have to see what that's about once
Yeah.
it, you know.
If ever. It might not. It may never see the light of day. It will though.
Oh, come on.
I'm certain it
You,
will. It's such a good book, honestly.
you have to.
Yeah, yeah, even if I have to self-publish, I'll do it.
Yeah. I was gonna say I have a friend that did a self-published book, and it does pretty well. It does pretty well.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, they sell it. Yeah, it gets sold. It gets around. People do want to buy
good.
it.
Well, I'm doing it. I'm doing it, folks. Watch this space. I'll be the next J.K. Rowling, but not a twat.
Oh yeah.
Can I swear on this channel?
Nice. Yeah. You're good.
Okay, good.
I don't know, but I'll give you permission, and
Okay,
so
thanks.
you know.
Thanks.
If somebody gets in trouble, it will be me. So
Okay, good. Okay, well, swear away.
I'll take the fall. I cuss all the time, so yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh,
And I generally don't cuss much on video, and if I do, I bleep it out. But
I remember
in my
that.
day-to-day life, because you covered a video for me on my channel.
And I was like, I asked you before because I was like, I'll probably cuss somewhere. So if you don't want me to, like, I won't.
Yeah, I am a slave to the algorithm and to the advertisers, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, I just don't want to annoy them and get demonetized.
That really makes sense because like there's channels that are very careful about that. Like sometimes you have to be careful not to do it within a specific amount of time in the beginning of a show and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But if you have advertisers, then they may pay more attention to like the whole video or like the content itself and the context of what you're saying. So yeah, I proper because it's just for emphasis.
That's true.
That is
and we swear all the time in our house. And we've got one of my kids is nearly 12 and the other one is nearly 3, and we swear all the time. And we just say to them, look, it's okay to know what the words are. It's just you need to know when it's appropriate to use them. And that's it. So they hear all kinds of cussing.
I'm kind of like this. I'm the same way with my kid. My husband was a little bit different, but like for me, it was like, hey, it's okay to say the words as long as you're not using them to hurt someone.
Right,
like if you're purposefully using certain words towards someone else to cause them harm, to make them upset, that's not cool.
Right.
If you're using them for, like I say, for emphasis or like to make your point about something, go for it.
Yeah, cool. I'm all for it.
No problem. I don't know, and I think that's probably I don't know. I guess that might be an individual thing because I've seen some Americans that are very strict of like no cussing, and then others that are not. But like in the UK, is it common for like most people to do it? Like it's not. Like,
oh yeah, yeah. You'll hear parents cussing all over the place, and I think because it's not a religious nation, people just don't care. Whereas here, I saw a Facebook post of a friend of mine who is very religious, and she was complaining that she heard a man say "fuck" in front of his kids, and people shouldn't be using language like that. It's not godly and all this stuff. I'm like, piss off. If he wants to say the F word, let him say the F word. The kid's not getting hurt in any way.
Yeah, and they're gonna hear it everywhere. So I feel like you have more control at home of being able to say, "Hey, this is the proper way to use it." This is the context. That's probably not a good idea to, or
Right.
don't
Or
use it in
don't
like
say it in front of your
professional.
granny. Don't say it in front of
Yeah.
your granny. She won't like it.
Right. Same here. Like my parents are a lot more traditional. Like
There
we're
you
from
go.
Argentina, but like they're a lot more traditional in that sense. So like yeah, they don't enjoy the cussing. They don't say anything, but they don't enjoy it.
I
You can
do
tell.
think as we progress as a society in the USA, because we can say we're from the USA now, or we're in the USA, not from here. But I do think that generation is slowly edging out, and people are just a bit more accepting of cussing over here, which is a great thing. I think that's the first step towards moving away from religion, is just using bad language.
That could be a good method, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a trick.
Every time you cuss and you don't get smited, oh, hang on. Maybe there isn't a God because I just said the C-bomb 7 times in a minute.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love the
I mean,
C-bomb.
practice makes perfect. Bree Badger says, "Wait, who's that? I promised the skeptic. I don't
Listen,
see a British floating circle
right.
anymore."
Listen, sometimes I have to take on meat form to drive my kids to school and to make sweet loving with my wife. I can't do that as a circle.
There are ways.
Yeah,
There are
maybe there are.
ways.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Maybe there are, but and we're both exhausted. We've got kids, so I don't take meat form very often. We've got kids and we're tired. We just want to sleep.
Oh my god, that's so true. When you have toddlers, like you say, 3 years old, that's the age of, listen. If you're sleeping, I'm sleeping. If you're not sleeping, then I'm gonna try to take a cat nap where I'm
Yeah.
just sitting there with
Yeah.
one eye open and the other one closed.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. We're at that stage of our marriage, and I think in a year's time we might have passed through that. But do you know what? I'm okay with it. I just want to sleep. Just want to sleep.
yeah.
So,
And I mean, it doesn't get that much easier later when you have a 12 or 14-year-old. Mine's 14, but
okay. No, I feel like it would be. You just shove them in front of a games console for
Oh yeah.
for 3.5
Okay,
minutes. That's all you need. 3.5 minutes. All right, let's do this.
that is a good point. That is a good point. Definitely. Just put the headphones on.
Yeah.
Play that very loud shooting game, and yeah.
And
Or like
I'll be back.
zombies. Yeah.
I'll be back in 7. Back in 7.5.
Because you gotta take like the same amount of time that it takes.
Right.
Then you gotta nap.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
like
that's true. Yeah. You're right. I'll see you
you
in
have
30 minutes, but
to.
27 minutes of that will be sleeping.
There you go.
I'm very sorry that this is where this has gone. But whatever.
It happens. My apologies. I'll take the blame. I'm the host. I
Okay,
should be
yeah.
like, yeah.
Keep it in line, AJ. Come on.
Oh gosh, the live chat is going very angry that you're here. Nothing to see here. Just another atheist that cannot defend his beliefs.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just come and tell me why I'm wrong.
I mean, we can talk to you about what we believe or don't believe in. Like you said that we cannot defend what we believe in or don't believe in. So,
Right.
but I feel like we can. I feel like we can do it.
I feel like I understand why I don't believe in things, and I know my mind. So yeah, call in. I'd love it if you called in. I want to be convinced of being wrong today.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
I'd love to believe in God by the end of the day. Actually, that's a lie. I wouldn't. But try it.
I've been right so much lately.
Yeah,
Like, I need someone to tell me, like, show me that I'm not, because like it's getting very boring.
it is
So I'll just be like,
exhausting.
see.
Yeah. Yeah, and maybe you'll have a new argument that we've never heard before. A good one. And yeah, that will be the one that convinces us.
Oh yeah, totally. I feel like we make that happen today. Um, Detroit Atheist Queen says they say that people that cuss are more intelligent than those that don't. I must probably say I'm a sailor.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I'm a fan of that. I feel like that does ring true. There are some very very intelligent people that cuss a lot. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah, and I think what is very telling is the way that someone uses their cussing, right? Like you said, if you're using it just if you are losing an argument and you just resort to insulting the other person, that's not intelligence. That's not showing intelligence. But if you're using cuss words throughout making your argument, that's
Right,
different to me. Yeah.
right. I
As
like
long as
to
you
I like
don't
to
feel
like put it on the end of a sentence. It's like, here's my exclamation. Boom. I've said something. You knobber or you dickhead or you yeah. That's the way I do it. That's the way I do it.
that's good. I feel like you know what the way around the American algorithm use British cuss words.
Right? And there was my wife and I were watching a program on TV. We were watching Below Deck. It's terrible, trashy TV. It's the worst.
I love it.
But they do you watch it? Oh, it's so good. I was watching them and they were bleeping out the swear words. However, there was a British chef and it's all like American TV, and he's like, "Fuck this, you fucking wanker." They bleeped out "fuck this, you fucking," and left wanker because wanker isn't a curse word over here. But if that was, I said to Becca, if this was on a British TV, they would have bleeped that word as well. She thought it was amazing.
That is so funny. That is so true. Yeah. So I feel like that's the way we can get around it over here. I mean, if I were to say it in Spanish, in Argentinian Spanish, nobody will know.
There you go.
Nobody
There you go.
will know.
I felt by the end of this, I'd like to know 2 curse words in Spanish, please, and I'll teach you 2 British curse words.
All right. Since we're on the topic,
Yeah.
boludo is one. Boludo.
Boludo.
Yeah.
Okay. What's that mean?
Yeah. You're close. Very close.
I'm British. I'm not gonna get it right.
It's kind of like dickhead. Pretty
Oh,
much.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like some people might use it in a friendly manner, like that between friends. But that's like if you have a close relationship. If you're using it towards someone else, then you're using it as a cuss word.
Okay.
Okay. Tío says pendejo. Everybody knows that one. It's not Argentinian, but it is in Spanish.
Okay. What does it mean?
Similar. It's very similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's a good one. Here's a good one that I want to start making its way through the Americas. All of the Americas. Bellend.
I love it. Cole says it all the time.
Does he really? Okay, good.
I almost used it earlier. I was this close, but I decided to go with the Spanish one because it was somebody that speaks Spanish.
Okay. Bellend. And when I've told people here and they've tried to use it later in the line, they get it completely wrong. I've had bell tip. Oh, shut up, bell tip. And I'm like, what? That doesn't make sense. Bell end. The end of the penis looks like a bell. Bell end.
Oh, that's where. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you're just calling someone the tip of a penis. You bell end. I love it. Oh, it's such a good. And I shout that. I either shout that or less good donut, but I say donut more when the kids are in the car. When I'm shouting at someone. When I've got road rage, I'm like, "Come on, you donut!" And my son, who is 2, shouted donut. Thank goodness I didn't shout bellend because he probably would have shouted bellend, and then I'd have to have the conversation explaining when it's appropriate to use that, which isn't as easy to do with a 2-year-old.
Right. I love it when when people say you absolute donut. I think it's so funny.
You bloody donut. Yeah, I say that.
Okay, Cole says. Oh, sorry. That was for the person that was
Yeah, call
Trying
in.
to.
Where are you? You're just spouting nonsense and not call. Like, I want to hear your voice say these words. Whatever your name is, Knight, whatever you're called. Come on, call in. Don't be a loser. Call in.
Come on, we accept everybody here.
Where are you? Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. I've got to be quiet. My son's asleep in the room above me. Ah, no, he'll.
Okay.
No, I mean, he can't hear you.
No screaming.
Yeah, but he can hear me probably. Americans have better slang than British people have. Rude? I don't know about that. I feel like, I mean, it's our language anyway. It's English. It's called English for a reason.
Yeah, I like bollocks too.
Bollocks. But if something's bollocks, it's not good. But if it's the dog's bollocks, it is good. Have you been taught that? Yeah. If something's the mutt's nuts, that means, oh, that's great. Yeah, I did this thing the other day. It was the dog's bollocks. Oh, how good was it? Oh, amazing. Or I watched this show on TV the other day. It was bollocks. It means it was bad.
How did it come to be that dogs not so good?
I have no idea. I just know that that's the case.
Someday, next time you're back, we will dissect that one.
We're not dissecting dogs' bollocks. No. Oh, you didn't mean literally.
My bad.
Okay, you meant the. Okay.
Warning: please do not go dissecting dogs.
Yeah, don't do that. Please don't do that.
Don't take our advice. Everything said here is in fun.
Yeah. Is Knights even like? Because I keep seeing everyone talking to Knights, but Knights has just suddenly stopped talking. Where is Knights? Knight of Kadosh, call in. Where are you? I reckon that's what's going on, Knight of Kadash. If you've got nothing. You've got nothing. I better stop asking atheists to defend their beliefs. They don't like that. No, we do. Come on in. Come on in, you coward.
I mean, to be fair, if he's not calling in, that means that he cannot defend his position. Because we're asking him because we think we can. So
yeah. He may, though, and I'm saying he, it could be a she, but we never know, might have to ask mummy and daddy's permission first, and that's why they're not calling in. Because they don't have their own phone line. They've got to borrow mummy and daddy's phone, and they can't call in. That's why.
So Knight just posted a message saying, I better stop asking atheists to defend the belief. They don't like that. No, it's not that I don't like it. Actually, I do. And I'm asking you, like the way we have these conversations, we can't do it through the chat. It's kind of hard to do that. Like we like to do it. Just use the phone. You can call or
you have a way better conversation. It's a way better conversation when it's voice to voice rather than text to text. If we can hear you, we can emote better. We can hear you emoting. It's far better. It's far better. But if you can't get your parents' permission, that's okay. Just say.
Go get a juice box.
Go get a juice box.
Take a break.
Go and get a pacifier.
Hopefully they're past that age.
You never know. It's very comforting. When my little boy was a pacifier user, he's no longer a pacifier user. He used to give me one. When he was like, I need one, you better have one. And I'd sit there with it in my mouth. Great old time. I had a great time. I was in my 40s. I don't care.
Fun. Yeah. I mean, like, look, if a kid gives you a fake phone with a fake color, you're going to take it. You're going to take it and talk to whoever's on the other side.
Yeah. You do whatever that child wants. And I'm all for it. Except murder. I might... Depends on no.
Unless it's like, hey, do it in the video game or something.
Right. Yeah, there you go. Are you, where in the US are you now?
Me, I'm in Houston, Texas.
Oh, you're still? Because I thought there was talk of you not being there.
Yeah, we were considering moving to Seattle, and then we considered moving to Switzerland, which is where my parents currently live, but neither one worked out, unfortunately. So, bummer.
There you are.
It does suck.
But at least we have that in common, that we're just foreigners in a foreign land.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, if I went to Switzerland, I would still be a foreigner, but in probably an objectively more progressive land?
Yeah. that's not even up for debate. Switzerland's great. There's a lot of European countries that are fantastic, and I would happily live there. But I live here now. I live here in this mess, in this place that we now call home, that is just falling apart.
Oh yeah. Right. Oh gosh, it's hard because I don't know about you. Like I don't know what were your reasons for coming here. Like you can cover that in a moment. But I was quickly gonna say that the reason we moved here was when I was 15 years old. Now I am years old.
16 years old. No, not 16.
Yeah.
That would be weird.
That would be weird. But maybe 18. Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, but so there was a lot of turmoil, especially political, financial turmoil in Argentina. We had like 4 or 5 different presidents in 2 weeks, and they were just
Wow.
kind of like there was just so much political turmoil and corruption and shit that it was just like nobody could stay on the seat. It was too hot.
Right.
And so this led to like some issues with the banks. The banks could not give people the money that they had in their accounts. Everything was shut down. If you did not have cash, you were fucked. You were hungry, right? We were lucky that at the time we were already planning on moving, and so because my parents already saw that coming, so they were like preparing, like quickly trying to prepare to go wherever we could.
Right.
And the U.S. was where that was, because we had friends that were here that were like, hey, you could come here, we'll take you. Then we had an auction. 9/11 happens the next day, and then we were that literally the next day we woke up, we had nothing in the house. It was an empty house with like a little tiny TV and a mattress on the floor and our clothes. We didn't even have a stove or a refrigerator. Everything was sold. So we had to live like a month like that, and then we were finally able to move here. But like we fled that kind of not persecution, but like chaos, right? Right as we were leaving, people were storming into. They had riots, food related riots. Like they were going to grocery stores and like steal food. Children got killed doing that, like young children, because like their parents had like nowhere to lead them. They just like had to go in and try to get food with their kids, and the police were just like killing everybody. So like you leave that and you come here, and it's like, okay, the first 20 years were good, relatively like objectively better than what we were living. So now seeing the country under this type of chaos and like Christian nationalism and like the issues with ICE, that I'm like, I don't even want to fly within the US because I'm a citizen. I'm a US citizen now, but it doesn't feel like it protects me in any way. It doesn't.
I get that.
And it's like, this is scary. Yeah, you don't know what to do. But what was your story? Like, how did you get over here?
I moved here because my wife is from here. We dated long distance for a few years before I moved here, because I didn't have any, like, I had nothing. I had nothing in the UK, so I was like, except my dog, and I brought my dog with me, and that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here today. I'm like you though. I'm not. Well, although I'm not a citizen, I'm still a permanent resident. I refuse to get on a plane at the moment. I do not want to have to go through any of that. I drive everywhere.
Yep.
We're going to South Carolina in a few weeks. I'm driving. It's a 10.5-hour journey. I'm driving it.
Oh yeah, we're driving the 12 hours to Nashville for nanograms. So
yeah. Fortunately for me, that's only 7 hours.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so, but I'll be there. I'm definitely there, obviously, because you invited me onto a panel. But
yes,
I can't share the NanoCon stuff, because if I do, my mother-in-law sees it, and if my mother-in-law sees it, we lose our babysitter. And if we lose our babysitter, that means Becca has to stay home, and I'll have to do it all by myself, which I don't mind, but I'd rather she was there with me.
Yeah. I wanted your family be there too because I like to hang out properly with them this time
Yeah.
around.
Well, we might. My stepdaughter won't be there. She's with her dad that weekend. But I'm just like, if we lose our babysitter, I'm still like, just bring the boy down. He'll be okay. He'll be nearly 3 then.
Oh, cool. Fun.
He had a great time last year. Becca
Oh,
didn't.
yeah.
My wife did not enjoy herself last year because
Oh,
she was running
no.
around after the kids. She's like, we'll go just the two of us, or you go by yourself. And I was like, well, because I speak to Forrest sometimes, and I know he's going to be there, and I've spoken to him about my son's sign language that we've been teaching him. I'm sure he'd like to see that. I mean,
I
he doesn't
signed a
know.
little bit. I
Yeah,
can sign a little bit.
I know
So that's
juice.
fine.
I can sign juice. That's because that's his favorite word.
Milk.
Yeah, all milk. Yeah. But I taught him because the ASL and BSL are different, and
I
I
was going
taught
to
him.
ask you that.
Yeah, I accidentally taught him how to say please in British Sign Language, not
What is it?
Americans.
I don't know.
British please is that. The same as thank you. It's just
Oh,
the mouth shape, so please and thank you. But in the US, it comes from the chest. Please comes from the chest, but he does it from his chin. Yeah. So he does that.
okay.
He says please with a British accent in sign language, but everything else he does with an American accent. Oh, and
I love it.
bloody child. I'm a full-time dad. My wife is a lawyer. She works a lot. I stay at home with my kids, and so he's around a British accent all the time. He hasn't started school yet. He starts school in September. Would you think this kid says zebra or zebra? Zebra is what I say. Zebra is what my wife says. This boy says zebra. And I am very
How
annoyed by it.
dirty.
I know. And I'm going off on a rant now, which has nothing to do with atheism, but the bloody kid, he says milk. Milk. He doesn't say milk like a proper person. He says milk like a country boy.
So cute.
It's
That's
terrible.
so cute.
It's terrible. I liked it.
I was wondering, like, while we were having that conversation, right? Like, in the UK, is being an atheist like a normal thing, or is it more
In the
like
UK, yes.
Yeah.
I would say that. I mean, it's been recorded that at least 50% of the folks over there are atheist, at least. But I would say it's way more than that. Spirituality is running rampant over there, but that's okay. Nobody gets hurt or harmed. All you believe in with spirituality, and I'm an ex-spiritualist, is that there's an afterlife. There's no gods or anything governing it, but when you die, you're with your loved ones as a ghost in some capacity, which absolutely terrified the crap out of me. And my family convinced me when I was younger that I had the gift of being able to talk to dead people, and it freaked me out. And eventually, in my early 20s, I decided that I was ready to explore my gift, and that was my journey into deconstructing from spirituality, which then allowed me to use the label atheist, even though I've been an atheist my entire life because I didn't really believe in gods, and that's essentially what an atheist is. But I hadn't really known that until I started exploring how to use my medium gifts, which I mean is obviously bullshit, and I was just suffering with auditory hallucinations,
Wow,
which messed me up. But that's what my parents told me was happening, that there were dead people trying to talk to me, which when you're like 10 years old, that is traumatic.
That is really scary. So like you went your entire childhood basically and teenager years thinking that.
I was in my early 20s before I stopped being scared of the dark.
Wow.
Yeah, and I would have to go, if it was night, I would have to go from room to room, turning on the light, go through to the next room, turn on the light, go back and turn off that light, and I couldn't walk through a room without a light being on.
Oh, please excuse the beeping. Oh God. Let me turn it off. And that is my body letting me know that it is not working properly.
Do something to make your body work.
It's just my blood sugar being a little bit high.
Okay.
I'll take care of that after the show. I'll just turned off the alarm thingy. Yeah, no, for me, I had that feeling as well because even after I deconstructed from religion, I still sort of like believed in ghosts and spirits and stuff. And so like walking down a dark hallway was like very scary for
Right.
me. So like I was older than my 20s when I stopped
Wow,
being
really?
scared of or
I
like 30s.
I think now how old was I? I was in my late 20s when I finally said, this is it. I'm never doing this again, because a friend of mine died in front of me,
Oh wow.
and his spirit form didn't come to me, and that was when I was like, no, this is bullshit. He's alive now. But he temporarily died from a heart attack, and was
Whoa, okay. I'm
and was
glad.
dead. Yeah,
Cause
I call him like my personal Jesus, because, and actually he's better than Jesus because he came back after 7 minutes.
I
Jesus
was
took a
gonna say
whole
that must have
weekend.
been like really traumatizing. I'm not saying
Yeah,
that it wasn't. It was, but I'm glad that like
right,
he
right.
came back.
Yes, no, and he's hilarious. His name's Russell, and I've spoken about him on my channel before. But
No, his name is Jesus.
his name is now Jesus. Imagine if all of this, and like the Christian God's like talking about his son, that my son will come down and I'll kill him for you so that it cleanses all of your sins. Oh, what's his name, God? Russell. That just doesn't have the same ring to it, does it? And Russell said,
It's
I will flip a table over and all this. I don't know.
it sounds a lot more British proper
Yeah.
DNA,
I get it.
sort of name. Um, yeah, that the thing about the auditory voices and visual hallucinations is a thing that is even I'm sorry, what is it called? Sleep
Yeah.
paralysis. When you're like your brain and your body are like in different stages of waking up, and so you may experience what you're dreaming as if it was real.
Right.
There's also studies of people with schizophrenia who specifically have auditory hallucinations, and it was determined that one of the processes that takes place is like your brain lacks the ability to lower the voice, your internal voice, to a level that your body recognizes it. I'm sorry, that your brain recognizes it as internal voice.
Right.
And so people are assuming that it's an external voice. But like many people have different voices playing in their head. Sometimes I will hear other people's voices when I'm thinking about something they say, right? And it's like
Right.
for somebody, I imagine that somebody not having that control of audio settings will be like, whoa, that voice is coming from over there, like from outside your body, not
Right.
necessarily from inside. So uh, it's just so interesting that the more people learn about the way the brain works and performs and mental health issues and other chemical imbalances can affect the way that you experience your outside reality, that it's not at all supernatural.
Right.
It's not.
Yeah, but people with a lack of education don't know that, and will try and explain. Like my parents didn't know. They were
Of
like,
course,
"Oh,
I
it must
agree.
just be this," and just because they weren't educated, and that's okay. But it's terrifying.
Absolutely, yeah. My teenager has OCD and used to have like visual hallucinations. So it's like something like once it was treated, gone.
Right. Right.
But like I can't imagine like how real that feels, for someone that's experiencing that. Like you just don't know what the fuck is going on around.
Right. And I had and it's a story that my family have told for years, not generations, that I saw. I had a visual hallucination of a man walking through a door at my grand's house, and I was 5, I think, at the time, and that freaked me out. And I didn't recognize that it was an hallucination. How would you when you're 5 years old? But yeah, so there you go. That's my background. Spiritualist.
Right, like
Boring.
you don't understand the concept. Yeah, like if you're
Right.
that young, you don't understand it. And if you're older and nobody's told you about it, then you're also not going to understand it
Right.
until you do,
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how that works. Oh, super chat from
Oh,
Hellspells Helen that just called earlier. AJ and John, love you both. Skeptic Haven. All this Cinemax after dark. Hey, Satan.
hail Satan. I taught my son to do that.
There we go.
I
We
taught him
both
to
did it
do it.
at the same.
Yeah, and I've only taught him it because I know it will wind up my mother-in-law because she's very religious. So he walks around like this, and he called Becca into his bedroom the other day and said, "Mum, look," and he just did that, and that was it. He was supposed to be asleep.
But look, if your mother-in-law asks,
Yeah,
it means I love you in sign language.
it does. She knows what it means, though.
Okay,
She's
good.
she's seen my satanic temple card. She's seen that.
It's demonic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course. Any power team boards? Okay, I'm gonna don't go, people. Don't go yet. Like we still have like 15 minutes, but
Okay.
I was just gonna say, like, was there anything else you wanted to cover about, like, or differences in living in America versus living in the UK, and, like, I don't know, what was the most shocking thing that you experienced from, like, culture shock moving?
The sheer amount of billboards that tell you that God loves you.
Okay, that is funny because I was 15 when I moved here, right?
Right.
But we arrived in Miami and we had to ride a bus all the way to Texas. So it was like, probably like a whole day worth
Right.
of driving. And in Argentina, there are billboards, but they're extremely rare. Like, there's,
Right.
there might be a couple in the city and stuff. I'm sure there's more now, but, that was a very long time ago. Like, modernized. But when I moved here, and I was like, it's just nothing but fucking billboards all over the freeways and the highways. It was like really overwhelming, especially driving at nighttime, and it was like so many lights. And I was used to, like, if we took a bus somewhere, it was like really dark and fields and fields and fields and nothing but fields and cows and horses. So it was like that was like the major culture shock that I remember. Like, the very first thing that I noticed, that I was just like, holy crap, this is different. This is not the same. Also, I don't know why my camera is very blurred. Maybe it's just me.
They just shove. They do absolutely shove it down your throat here. It's ridiculous. You cannot go anywhere without seeing a "Jesus loves you" or a blessed T-shirt or a blah, it's everywhere.
Yeah, especially in the South. I would say in the South it's way worse.
Yeah. I don't remember, because I've been to New York City a few times and I didn't see anything there.
Right. That's what I was gonna say. Like, when I've traveled to Seattle or New York, I was like, I did not notice that. But driving from Texas to Tennessee, it was like nothing but fucking God words.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Okay. Can the crew put up the super chat from the Detroit 80s Queen up over here so I can read it? Thank you. Kelly says, I thought everybody had that with the hearing voices, AJ. It baffles me when I found out that wasn't always the case. I think she means, like, when that some people hear voices and other people don't hear inner voices. Like, some people have, like, visual thinking type. What do you have? Visual?
I have both, or had both. Yeah, I've definitely had both. More auditory hallucinations, but I have had visual as well.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I mean, I separately from that. Like, I think what she was talking about how people think. Like,
what do I think? I am
sorry,
all voice.
I explained that wrong.
No, you're good. I am all voice. I only ever hear voice in there.
Okay, good. Okay, that's what I was wondering. Mine has shifted. Like, I used to have very visual, colorful. Then I lost my vision and got my cochlear implant kind of around the same time. Right. And then my thinking changed to, like, mostly a voice.
It's interesting though, because I try and visualize as a writer. I try and visualize, and I can't, but I can hear the visual, if that makes sense. So I hear that it
what it looks like.
Yeah, and so and I lean into that. So I wish I could in a mind thinking would be visual. I would love that, but It's only ever voice
Yeah.
for me.
My
Yeah.
husband said he's the opposite. Like he will see most things, but not like hear it. So it's like
Huh.
very sort of abstract.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is. It's really interesting. I always ask people because it's like it really helps me. I don't know, think of like understand the way they interact with the
Right.
world and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's kind of cool. Anyways, okay, we'll end it with that. But before everybody goes, don't leave yet. We will. Now we are gonna do the things where I tell you what shows are coming next on Skeptic Haven. And this weekend is The Godless Engineer. Sorry, The Godfather Engineer. My bad. My apologies, Father. Boss. And Jim Barrows. That should be fun. Oh, look, I summoned The Godfather, and his wife Casey showed up in the chat.
Oh,
Like,
who's the? Yeah, she would say that.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I've got beef
He's
with these two.
watching me.
I've got beef with the Godfather Engineer and KC because it's been a while since I saw them, and I'm mad about it. So I've got beef.
All right, all right. We're making demands right now.
Yeah.
A meeting is due.
Yeah.
Or else.
Yeah. If we don't hang out soon, that's it. I'm spreading some rumors.
That's funny.
That no one will listen to.
Oh, yeah. Exactly, right? Who? Just 40,000 people. Just,
Get in line, Ticky Poo. I love those two. They're some of my most favorite folks in the whole of the atheist community. I honestly, I would smite people for them. I would.
Hey, same. There is a rumor out there that I do their bidding, so
okay.
I will do things. I will do what's gotta be done to smite the wrongdoers. It's a mob. It's a mob.
There you go.
It has been awesome hanging out with you. Great British floating circle that actually has a face.
Yeah, sometimes.
Shockingly, at times, the meat form. As we will not. We won't go there again.
No. We've said enough.
Yeah, if you want to, if you just got in here and you want to talk about the British circle taking meat form, go back to the beginning of the show. We covered it over there.
Yeah.
I feel like we didn't answer the question of the show. Like, is the American dream real?
No.
There we go. Okay, answer.
Done.
So
I answered it. No, it's not. It's a bloody nightmare. Don't do it.
That's an even better way to frame it. Yeah, come live the American nightmare. Join us.
There you go.
We've got cookies and like very delicious, crispy, fat-filled food and
listen,
sugar.
You'll be looking over your shoulder the whole time. Don't do it. If you want some gas, take out a mortgage on your house. Mortgage because you're not going to be able to afford it. Bread. Who wants bread? Everybody, but you can't because it costs a fortune. There's the American
same as
dream.
Gas.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Come live the nightmare with us and eat stale bread and Cinnabons.
Cinnabons. We have Cinnabons. Anyway.
Right.
Anyway.
Be cool, and we will see you next week.